Lori and Walker podcast test take 8. QuickTime with mics. All right, we're trying to figure out where I want my mic. So right now, oh, do you hear me?
I do hear you. Yeah, I can
hear
hear
me?
you.
All right,
You can hear me?
I can hear you because I don't have anything on my head.
That's true. Good point. Never mind about that.
All right, so now this time it's me. I get to pick the card. Our conversation cards, our Star Wars conversation cards that we got on our trip some time ago. What? Oh, all right.
You gotta.
I'm sorry. You know what? So Walker took was in the drama club in high school and is now taking performance class at school. So he knows a little bit about like using mics and whatnot.
A little bit.
A little
I
bit.
never officially wore a mic myself during like production, obviously, because I was just one of those side characters, which I was completely fine with.
But yeah, so he knows a little bit more about the equipment.
You don't want to be, if you face away from the audience. The audience can't hear you as much. So
right.
Yeah, so you can't like turn your head like this. Otherwise,
I know, but I don't want to hunch down either. So
I know.
I'm just trying to figure out where.
I can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. A dyad is a force connection between two people across space and time. Who in our world would you want to be linked to through the force? In our world, not in the galaxy far, far away, but in our world. Who would you like to be able to be linked to, like Rey and Kylo were linked?
Probably you.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I mean, it's. I mean, to be honest, it's true.
Oh,
it's true.
Very
to
sweet.
be honest.
Someday you will meet somebody else. You'll meet. You'll find maybe somebody who will be the love of your life, and I think that will be who you want.
That'll be my dyad.
That'll be your.
That'll
dyad.
be an extra dyad.
That'll be an extra dyad. Like, do you think like all right, maybe Kylo and or Ben and Leia, right? Like that. I'm sure that.
I think they had that. They definitely had that connection because they're obviously mother and son. Yeah. So yeah.
I have to tell you. So right before I give you my answer, so I'm kind of like that. When you were a baby and you were in my belly, I know I'm going to embarrass you. When you were a baby in my belly, there were times when I would be like, like the doctors would always say, oh, you should feel the baby move X amount of times an hour or something like that. And so when you're a mom and you're pregnant, you're always worried, right? Like, has the baby moved? Has the baby moved? And so I would like sit there on the couch and just like think about you, and I'd be like, move. And all of a sudden you're like you would like a little elbow would like go inside my belly, or a little foot would kick out, and I would be like, the baby is connected to me. I didn't know if you were a boy or girl, so I couldn't say he.
Well, yeah,
but I'd be
true.
like, oh my god, they like were connected. So I don't know, maybe when moms and children, I think that do have a dyad in the force.
Yeah, of some sort. Yeah.
That is a really good question. I would say dad.
Yeah.
But so that like, mostly because these days he travels a lot.
Yeah.
So it would be nice to be able to connect to him, not through a phone. Oh, look there, see? So he just texted me a little while ago saying he had just arrived at
to Maine.
In Maine, yes.
Okay.
I don't know. He said alive and well in the North Country. That's what he just said. If we were connected through the force, then I could just talk to him and be like, "Are you there? Have you arrived?"
I mean, he would be able to do it all the time because he's driving and he can't. It's hard to.
But what if I just because Kylo could see Rey and Rey could see Kylo like in their air, and like I'm sitting here on the couch, but he looked over at the passenger seat and it looked like I'm sitting on the couch, and I look over on the couch and he looks like he's driving his truck.
Yeah.
Like, is that how it would work?
I feel like
and then we could just have a conversation.
I think so. Yeah.
So I could go on a trip with him to Maine, but not actually have to go to Maine.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, and then if he was like, oh, damn, I forgot to bring that sword, and he would say, hey, can you go to the school? Can you get that sword? And then I go. And then he puts his hand behind him, and he pulls it out, and there's the sword. Is that how it works?
It's that's what's so. I mean, I love that part. It's just yeah, you had to develop that strong. I don't know if it was like a once in a lifetime, like going
Connection.
for like a Hail Mary and like, oh, it actually worked.
No, but wasn't there another part of the movie where like parts of Vader's helmet or something
Vader's melted helmet. Yeah.
came through to him, right? When he was over on
I think maybe he I think he just saw it and because he's connected to.
I
I
thought there
don't
was
know.
some other piece, material piece that somehow it made. That, I think that's why then they figured out that
He saw
he
the helmet,
that
and
she
that's how
could.
he knew that
I just
she
felt
was on his Star Destroyer.
I'd have to watch the movie again.
But no,
Anyway,
that's how it happened. So
yeah.
they cut like the ceremonial like thing that like the table or something like
Yeah.
that, and it hit the ground, and then he saw it,
Hmm.
and
Oh,
then he.
that no, that's what it was. He reached out to her and snatched those beads that she got,
Oh yes, yes,
and
yes, yes.
that's the first time that
That's the first time
he
that they
was
do it,
able to reach out and physically take something from
and then he was able to
across
get
the
that
galaxy.
scanned,
Yes,
and
and be
then
like, "Where's it from?" And that's where they figured out where they were from.
yeah,
Yes, that's how it all. That's how it all rolled out. So yes, so it should work. If me and Dad had or a dyad, Dad would say, "Go to the school. I forgot that axe that I need to sell at this show," and I would just be like, "Here you go," and just hand it through.
and then he just grab it and
Yep,
he has it
and he would
like
have it.
in
It
thin
would
air.
be like
People would probably be freaked out, like how
he
how'd
would
that
just reach
happen?
behind the curtain and be like, "Oh yes, I do have
I
one."
do have one, yeah, like that, or like in the box, like oh yeah, I do have one,
You do
yeah,
have one.
like that.
Yeah. No, I do think that parents and mostly I think moms and children because
They have
we
that
we
link,
have that
that
link.
bond
Well,
together.
we grew you inside of us. So,
That's very
you
true.
know, birth moms. So,
Yes.
anyway, those are our answers. So let's see how this one came out.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Walker.
Of course. Thank you.